George Scott is enjoying another very positive season here in Newmarket, and with the Sky Bet Ebor Festival just around the corner, we've come down to his yard to discuss his small but very select team.
Yeah, this is Commander Stars. Yeah, he's actually going to run in the nursery. He's actually going to run in the nursery on the Thursday. There you go, find that. And you know, we probably discussed the Acom for him at one stage. We just felt that it was unnecessary to make that jump, having just won a maiden and a novice. He's obviously by See the Stars. He's done very little wrong, this horse. Like, you know, he's won both his races with plenty in hand, and you know, it's a 100 grand nursery at the end of the day. His owner Gary White is from that neck of the woods, so it seemed a logical next step for him.
And so much has been made about prize money in the United Kingdom, but when you see these types of pots, you know, at the likes of York, you do have to go to them. They're near on more lucrative than going to a stakes race.
Yeah, no, definitely. Look, I think when a race course puts on good prize money, makes a big effort to get you there, you know, the least we can do is support them. You know, I think most trainers would say that you know, fundamentally you run the right horse in the right race, but it's a big attraction, and it should be commended. You know, it's fantastic that York have put this prize money on, and try and take a little piece of it if we can.
You start handicapping off a mark of 90. Do you reckon that's fair?
Yeah, I do. I like this horse. You know, he's as you can see, he's a good model. He's by a very good stallion, an amazing and a superstar stallion, to be honest. And he's no nonsense type of horse, and he's done very little wrong. He's a big character, you know. He's got his own ways occasionally of doing things, as you'd see it Beverly. But yeah, I love the horse. He's kind of hopefully sort of indicative of what we tried to do. We went to the sale and bought him because we really loved him. He was a little bit on the small side, and he's grown. And you know, there's not many horses, See the Stars, that you can buy for around 100 grand. And yeah, it's paid off, to be honest. So yeah, I'd be looking forward to running him. It will be a very strong race, and there'll be plenty of people in there with horses with similar profiles. So don't get me wrong. I'm not sounding overconfident, but I like this horse very much. And
you have another 2-year-old runner in the sales race.
Yeah.
In the case of Frontline Fury. So you brought him over to Ireland last time out. Were you satisfied with that run?
I mean, just about satisfied. The ground had gone, really. He's a real fast ground horse. He's got sort of quite small, boxy feet, gets over the ground very well and tough, you know. And, you know, in Ireland, the ground was just a little bit on the slow side. But anyway, York should suit him well. Again, just the type of horse I love to train, you know, just very robust, sort of got a big character. I mean, you can see him straight away. He's sort of interested as to what's going on. And yeah, he's a lovely physical. You know, he's a proper. I got him, don't I? Yeah, that's right. He's a proper 2-year-old. This, you know, he's already run a few times, and you can see the condition he's in still. You know, he just takes his racing really well. So I think you know, he's not going to be top class, but he's a fun horse, you know, and he's going to go for the sales race.
And that's sales race as well. You know, it's been won by some good horses in the past, but it does cater to this type of horse that's perhaps just below group race level. No, definitely. I mean, look, I don't know how the race is going to look. We won't know until the declarations. But you know, he's rated 90. He's absolutely worth that rating and a bit more, I think, back on some fast ground. So he'll give a good account of himself. I'd say the horses that beat him will be nearly winning the race. You know, he's going to be a solid benchmark. But you know, whether he's quite got the quality to go and win a race like that, you know, remains to be seen. But he's a really fun horse, and I'd like to think that he could end up in the 3-year-old conditions races in Maidan. You know, he gives me that kind of feel. George, we're joined by Staya here in your equine spa. I suppose first and foremost, can you talk us through what's going on here?
Yeah, no, she's just having a bit of a pamper, to be honest. She did a little bit of fast work this morning, and we feel like this is just a great aid to sort of take any
heat or inflation that she might naturally have picked up in a gallop. So very much routine stuff. As you can see, she's super relaxed, and we have this running all morning, so probably had 20 horses on it through the morning.
And she's been a star 2-year-old for you so far this year. You must be delighted with her.
She's a very solid 2-year-old filly, isn't she? You know, won first time out, then was just a little bit green under pressure at Ascot, but I was really pleased I made the decision to go and make her a stakes winner at 2, dropping back in grade for the listed race at the Dragons. She showed a great attitude that day and plenty of quality, and got herself out of a little bit of trouble. And then, yeah, we went on to the Princess Margaret, and you know, she was a little bit slow away. The winner made all, very good filly, and we weren't able to bridge the gap. So I feel like, you know, yeah, she's been a really consistent filly, and hopefully she's got plenty more to give.
And next up seems to be the Lowther Stakes at York.
Yeah, absolutely. The Lowther's next. She's really thriving, this filly. You know, she's a tough filly, takes her work well. We think the flat 6 should suit her perfectly, and yeah, be very much looking forward to that next week.
And obviously you've got a horse that seemingly is versatile between 5 and 6, but the demands of York do look to suit her.
Yeah, I mean, York's a bit more of a speed favouring track than, say, Ascot. It's a little bit easier, so that should help us. You know, I'd have no issue at all going 5 furlongs with this filly again. Like, she's got loads of speed, but the Lowther's such a significant race. It fits very well on our timeline, and really it's been the plan for quite some time.
And if all was to go well, she runs a big race, potentially wins the Lowther. Do you have any other kind of 2-year-old targets for this season?
Well, look, yeah, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, we feel like she's a filly that will take her chance at the top level at some stage. So, if provided she runs well in the Lowther, I imagine that she'll roll on to something like the Cheveley Park, but we'll stick along those lines. So, she's got a wonderful attitude. She always turns up. That gives her an opportunity probably in any race she runs in.
And how important and how easy is it for you when you've got a 2-year-old like this with the disposition that she has?
Yeah, I mean, it's so important. She's so easy to train, you know. But the good ones often are. You know, we've had some really good 2-year-olds, and you know, what they have in common is they've got a great mindset. And this filly was picked out by Sheikh Khalid himself from the breeze ups with the help of obviously Anthony Stroud, and he loved her mindset then. He loved the way she went through her gallop, and she hasn't let us down at all yet.